what's up you guys? It's your boy Dahmuffinman, and today's video is inspired by this book that I just finished reading called The 9 Disciplines of Enduring Leadership by Kent Ingle. So if you're interested after this video, go check out this book. You can probably get it on Amazon. I'm pretty sure that's where I got this one. It might be at your local bookstore, who knows, but this is a heck of a good book, especially if you're looking to get into some kind of leadership, whether it be in your church or even in a business or even just looking to be a better leader in general in your life. Some really good disciplines in here, so you definitely want to check that out. So today's video is going to be called 8 Ways to Be a Generous Person.
Excellent.
Number 1, write down the benefits of being a generous person. You can make yourself a list of all of the perks and all of the great things that you can be, that you can obtain, that you can gain from being a more generous person. I mean, I, for one, am a very generous person, and I love being nice to others. I love serving others. And if you have trouble thinking or trouble, of acknowledging the things and the rewards that you can get out of being a generous person, make a list and write down all the perks that you can have by being a generous person. You know, some people say that they're happier, healthier, and more satisfied with life than those who've exercised generosity. Number 2, express gratitude. You can express gratitude. Say how thankful you are. When's the last time you counted your blessings? You know, you could write down a list of all the things that you're thankful for, all the things that you are glad that you have in your life. And you could say to yourself, man, I sure am blessed to have a house. Sure am grateful to have a car. Sure am grateful to even have shoes on my feet or food to eat or even money to spend. You know, I'm thankful that I have parents. Some people don't have parents. You know, while I really am thankful that I have a job that's stable, I really am thankful that I have people in my life, friends in my life. See, you got to begin to make a list for yourself that you can analyze that for the things that you're thankful in your life. And when you begin to do that, it just begins to show you how grateful you are and humbles you and helps you to be a more generous person. Number 3, do something generous. You can do anything generous. Guys, I've done this so many times. It's very simple. It could be as simple as being at Starbucks and paying for somebody's coffee, the person behind you. It could be as simple as paying for someone's groceries behind them. It doesn't even have to just be money. It could be an act of service. You can clean somebody's car for them. You can wash somebody's car. You can offer to watch somebody's kid so they can have a fancy date together. Or you can just do something generous as just saying how beautiful somebody looks. Or you can make a social media post about somebody and brag on them. Generous things do not have a limit. Don't limit yourself to be creative. Be creative. Find a way to be generous to others. Number 4, make giving a priority. That's right, you can make giving a priority. You know, for us Christians as believers, we believe that with our paychecks that we tithe. The Bible says that when we give 10% of our money back to the church, because it's what God calls for us to do. I do partake in that, and I make it a priority to give a percentage back of my check back to the church to further the kingdom of God. But let's say you don't practice that. Let's say you don't believe in that. You can still find a way to prioritize a portion of your money to give to something else, whether it's a charity, whether it's a local club, or whether it's to a person that's struggling financially, or even, you know, there's those programs that you can sponsor a child and that overseas. You know, make giving a priority. Set a small portion of your, or even a large portion, whatever you want to do, and you know, just make it a priority to give to something. Number 5 is invest in something that you are passionate about. That's right, invest in something that you care about personally. Do you believe in a sports team that's local? Go for it. You know, go sponsor them, go cheer them on, or even offer to be a volunteer coach or volunteer, you know, sideline, just help any way you can. Invest in something. Maybe you believe in missions work. You believe in Africa. You believe in Peru. You believe in these different countries. Invest in the people. Invest in a trip to go and serve them. Or invest in just giving money to where they can further their needs. Give to something that you're passionate about. What are you passionate about? Passionate about music? Help a musician. Passionate about art? Help an artist. You're passionate about something else? Find someone that is gifted in the area that you're passionate about and help them out. Number 6 is invest in someone that you know, or someone that you see around you. I have also done this one before, and the results are amazing. It makes you feel incredible. I offer this thing to my friends anytime they need help. It's a counseling session, and we just meet at a library. They get to talk about all their problems, and I just analyze it the best way I can, give them the best advice that I can. It gives them an opportunity to have an environment where, you know, there's no judgment, there's no condemnation. They get to just speak what's going on, and I just give them the truth. You know, invest in someone that's younger than you. In your life, the best thing for you, if you want to get some great results out of your life, is keep someone ahead of you in your life that's achieving the things you want to do, and keep someone behind you that you, in return, can pour into. It's kind of like a faucet thing, okay? You know, you go to the faucet to fill up your cup of water. To fill up your pitcher, you fill it up in the faucet. And the pitcher, you empty it into a cup. You can't empty water out of a pitcher if there's no water in it. So you have to go to a source of water to fill up the pitcher to pour into the cup. And the same thing is true with this whole mentoring process. Is the person ahead of you is the faucet. You go to them to get the resources. You go to them to get the knowledge. You go to them to get the answers. They pour it into you, and then you go to your mentor, the person you're mentoring, and you pour it into them. They are the cup. You are the pitcher. So what are you filling yourself with? Invest in someone around you. You cannot go wrong doing this. It provides a level of generosity for you, and even it builds a relationship and a bond with the person that you're mentoring. And it's incredible. You should try it. I highly recommend it. Go for it. Do it. Do it. Mentor someone. It's great. Number 7, seek out people in need. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jason. This kind of sounds like you're just repeating yourself over and over and over again. But this is what I mean when I say seek out someone in need. There's people all around you that are hurting. There's people all around you that need something. It's not always money. It might just be love. It might just they just might need to show, they might need to see a certain level of generosity, a certain level of love active. I read this book called Jesus Prom once, and the guy was talking about holding a sign that said free hugs. And he was just going to hug people. And this lady was on a bike, and she pulled up and she said, "Are you serious about this?" He opened his arms and he said, "Why don't you come closer and find out?" And he hugged the lady, and she just broke down because she said that no one had hugged her in quite some time. And now, that's kind of something that is very, you know, sad when you think about it. It's like, man, no one ever hugged this lady? Like, what? But, you know, it's honest because, you know, she was being honest. There was all guards down, and he saw a need there. He saw a need that no one else was fulfilling. But maybe it's not just as simple as just giving someone hugs. Let's say there's a homeless shelter by you. Volunteer there. Or, you know, volunteer teaching maybe a second language or something, you know, and volunteer in something that someone's in need of that's going to help pull that out of them, and in return they're going to want to meet someone else's need. Make a chain reaction, you know, pay it forward, and someone else is going to pay it forward. It's going to be great. Number 8, get to know someone who's generous. That's right. You don't know what generous looks like? You don't know what generosity looks like? Maybe you should find someone who does. Find someone, seek someone in your community. If you don't know anyone, then go on Facebook and post an ad. Guys, we live in a social media outlet world where you have access to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and so many more things. You know, you can Google what it looks like. Look up YouTube videos of what it looks like to be generous. If you found this video, certainly I hope that this has helped you. But if you want to be a more generous person, it's going to require saying no to yourself and yes to others. It's just that simple. You're going to have to learn how to be selfless. Because guys, let me tell you something that I've learned in this life. I've gotten more fulfillment and joy out of my life giving it to others than keeping it for myself. It's better to be selfless than selfish. So if you don't know what generosity looks like, find someone who does. Find a generous person, ask them to mentor you, spend time with them. And if you spend time with them long enough, you're going to know just how generosity looks. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe you are a generous person. Let me know down in the comments below. Maybe you want to add something to it. Make it 16 ways to be generous, you know? Go for it. And as always, this is the Dahmuffinman saying, keep it fresh, have a good day, and God bless.